Hello everyone, today is survey day in Infinity Nikki, so I thought that as usual, I release a video every 2 months or so with a compilation of all of the feedback that I'm sending through this survey to help Infinity Nikki get better. Please keep in mind a disclaimer, I love Infinity Nikki, my channel is heavily focused on Infinity Nikki even though it's not the only game, it's the main game that I play here and make content for, but I think that we can always criticize something that we love to help it make it better. I will also not be covering the things that have already been confirmed by the devs themselves. Things like invite NPCs or floral gliding visibility. These things they already confirmed that they are working on, so I'm not going to mention on this video. If you want to know all of them and you do not at the moment, I already mentioned them in my other video, What's Next, Infinity Nikki, so I'll link that down below in the pinned comment and you can check that video if you want to know everything that has been confirmed by the devs already. So in this video, I'm going to mention first all of the improvements that I want to see in the house and building system because there is a lot. This is the chunkiest part to me. And then new features that I would like to see in the game. These are just crazy random ideas that I thought that I think would be huge improvement to the gameplay and to the fun and overall like just enjoyment of the game. And then dice system, UI and gameplay, and then some outfit tweaks as well. But first of all, for the house system, the main priority needs to be balancing the system. It's still not balanced yet. So a lot of people struggle to make astrolites. I've also covered that topic on a very recent video. I have found a hack of sorts to make more astrolites. So if you need help with that, definitely check that video. I'll also link that down below. But even so, even with the hack, we can only get as much astrolites as Posey has to give us. The Posey limit cap needs to be removed. This limit needs to go away. I think we can have a limit to the bonus amount. That can stay. But let us keep selling to Posey after the bonus amount ends. Then they can use the Floral Wish greenhouse to sell the overworld seeds for blings and not astrolites. That can also help us save some astrolites in the process and would make use of the Floral Wish greenhouse, and that could be just for the overworld seeds like lamp plumes and lamp chilies, not for the home seeds. The third, very important, is that food items need to give us a sketch or some sort of decoration alternative, at least for the Dreamland showcase ones like the fluff bread and the foodie bee. As you probably already heard, some people have been having the issue of visitors coming up to their islands and eating everything. It's a funny issue. Never thought that would happen, and I'm pretty sure the devs didn't think about that either. But you know, if you're struggling with that, I actually posted a short and a video, the tips and tricks with a workaround to this without having to change your settings, without having to place a bunch of ugly signboards in your house. We found a way which is just like rotating it vertically, so if you need more structure for that, also link down below. And then we've got the UI and control, and these are super important. These are things that I've been asking since 1.9. First is the building settings. This needs to be a sidebar so we can keep it open at all times when building. It's really annoying to open it for every single item that I'm gonna move around. I open these settings every 2 seconds for it to be fixed and open permanently on the side, and then I can just like expand and collapse to the left or to the right side, doesn't matter. Then also the building settings, it should display only the settings pertaining to the object being selected. Sometimes I select the landscape item and it's actually a furniture, and then the terrain is actually landscape, but it's actually furniture, and I never know which one is which, and I keep having to change both the settings all the time, which just adds to the annoyance of opening the bar all the time. Then one thing that I've been asking for a long time as well is include a free access movement control for all of the items, all of the furnitures, everything. Just like we have Momo in the camera photo mode, this will make fine adjustments easy for PC players and also will resolve all of the problems that mobile and PlayStation players have with placing their furniture and decorating their islands. Also, let us free access rotate structural items as well, such as walls, windows, doors, and so on. We cannot rotate those vertically and sideways. We can only rotate those horizontally. I would love to be able to rotate everything because sometimes I want the texture of a wall on the floor and the texture of the floor on the wall and so on. Lastly, on UI, I would love to be able to activate immersive mode when building, because sometimes I just want the UI to be invisible so I can build properly. Even better would be being able to hide Nikki, because her gigantic floral gliding flower really gets in the way, but just being able to remove the UI would help me feel better when I'm building. Now for some fine tuning, those are less important, but would be nice to have. So I would say it is a lower priority. First is let us water the plants of linked islands. Let us help our friends in a wholesome way. Then let us invite multiple NPCs permanently. I know they already confirmed that we are going to be able to invite the NPCs, but I would like to add just that I would really love a hangout system or a bond system where we raise friendship and we have quests and dialogues and can gift the NPCs and so on. Also, let us take pictures with Momo on our island, and let us raise bugs as well. I would love to raise the foodie bees to collect honey for cooking, for example, and also raise the suckers. We all love the suckers so much. Not just bugs, but they could also implement like an eggs and mining for the house mats, maybe in another nation, like we are getting to Terra Alliance. There's probably gonna be ruins there. Maybe we could have like mining, you know, explore some caves and, you know, things like that. If they wanted to expand on the house system, that's it. Cooking could have fusion with animal listening, so we could get eggs or milk. This could be a way to use the animal listening more, because that ability is one of the most fun abilities in the house, but we don't really use it. Like once you invite all of the animals, you'll never use that anymore, and it's a shame because it's so fun. And they could make like easier music combos, because I know that some people struggled with that, but I personally love the animal listening. I would love to use that more. Also, let us invite more of the same animal. I want a cat island. I want a fun egret island, like let me have it. Then let us use our electricity ability outfit to fix lamps around our house to earn astrolites. So maybe every day one of our lamps could break and then we fix it for like 5,000 or 10,000 astrolites, you know? Then let everyone who pulled for the long dragon outfit to use that dungeon dragon ability on the island. There is no reason why not to. We can fly in the island for free with the floral gliding, so why can't they use their dragon to fly around? Just, you know, I haven't pulled for that outfit, but would be great if they could. Let us make or place waterfalls and water terrain pieces. This is something I've been asking since December last year. From the moment they announced the house, I've already been like, I need water, I need rivers, I need ponds, I need waterfalls. I love the pond item. Literally, my island scheme has 15 different ponds. I am not even joking. So I would love to have some waterfalls. As you can see here, the only sad excuse of waterfall that I have right now is this one. And it would also be great to have weather to our island someday in the future. Rain, and then also snow and fireworks, for example. Also, please remove the barrier between the areas so we can make bridges over the river. I understand keeping the posy and guest arch areas blocked. Of course, we don't want any bugs or, you know, game breaking when someone visits, but above the river, just let us do a bridge or close off this area. You don't need a barrier there, you know? Also, let us clear or share schemes per zone. Not the whole island, a zone. For example, only the forest zone, you know? Or only the mountain peak zone. If we could just clear one area or just share a scheme for one zone, that would be so much better. Then we have some things that are more like a bug, which is the lamps not lining up the environment, only the new ones and the chandelier does. The placement range for landscape items is just not working. It's been 2 updates already and it's always too far away. Like the trees, I tried to place a tree and it's like 10 meters away from my Nikki. Also, let us craft the warm blossom tree. It would be so beautiful to have a forest of the gigantic wisteria tree. Next, I would like to talk about new features that I thought would be a fun addition to the game. First, please create a roller skates ability outfit just like Sakura card captors. That's all we care about. We all want to be Sakura card captors. Like, just don't question it, just do it, you know? Also, it will be amazing to move quickly like we do with the bike, but without a long summoning animation that is so annoying. Currently, I want to ride my bike, but then I need to summon it. It takes 2 seconds to summon, and then I need to interact with it, and then 2 more seconds for Nikki to hop on the bike, and then I'm already like too bothered. I don't really want to take so long to just start running faster, if that makes sense. So if we had a roller skates ability, we could just have like a split-second animation, just a glow, just a sparkle, and then instantly you are running faster. That will be amazing. Also give me capybaras. I need capybaras. We need a capybara onsen. Do not question that either. Third, would be amazing to have a prop hunt permanent minigame. For example, Wind Trace from Genshin Impact. We play so much hide and seek on my live streams, and it's one of the most fun activities that we do as in like utilizing the co-op. So having prop hunt would be so much fun. It could even be like in the Sea of Stars area, for example. Then they did mention that they will implement color change for the attacks through the story. There will be story reason why our attacks change color. But I think after that is implemented, maybe we can have an option anyways to change the colors and maybe even special effects. It could be a 4th wind fragrances slot just for the color and the visuals. Also, let us hang out with NPCs to get them to know better, having some friendly interactions with Nonoi, Giovanni, Adarina, and so on. Let us dye Momo cloaks. I want to use Momo cloaks and then match them perfectly with my Nikki's outfit. Then create a ballroom space in the Sea of Stars for us to dance in co-op to give us a use to our many ball gowns and fancy outfits. Make a space where we can dance, like there is like some ball music, it looks a little bit royal, and then people can dance with each other and see each other's outfits and dice and everything like that. And that would just like kind of like give and use to the many ball gowns that we've collected during the year. I personally actually don't have any ball gown other than the new one I just pulled for my first ball gown. Don't ask me how I managed to dodge every single ball gown during the year, but I think it would be really fun and really cute, and I think it would be perfect if it was in the Sea of Stars, because Sea of Stars is a place for interaction. It would be nice to meet new friends, dance with them, showcase your ball gowns and customizations and outfits, and it could be so pretty. Imagine like a starry galaxy, you know, stars everywhere, floating maybe above the Sea of Stars for you to dance. That would be really cute. And then for the dice system fixes, we need those urgently. These are things that I've been asking since 1.5 and I would love to remind you of them. Is first, use the die workshop to implement a new type of weekly minigame or weekly tasks. These tasks should give us free die prisms for 3 stars, 4 stars, and 5-star outfits. Minigames should also reward die prisms. This way, we have more things to do, earn more prisms for free, and have meaning in the minigames post completion. Currently, you finish minigames and you don't have any use to do minigames again because 1000 blings is literally worthless. So if they add the die prisms, we could keep playing minigames just to get prisms. Then all of the outfits, 3 stars, 4 stars, and 5 stars, should get a color wheel once we unlock all of their palettes. Doesn't matter which palettes are, doesn't matter how many. If you unlocked every single palette of an item, you should get a color wheel for that. Simple as that. Then for UI and gameplay, we have just a few more points there that I wrote down. First, please ask a confirmation before we do a 10 pull in the banner to avoid accidental pulling. This is something that viewers complain about a lot. Then let us view all of outfits evolutions in the evolution menu, not just the ones that you own. Let us view completed quests on the lore companion. Fishing is not accessible. Would be great if we could press and hold instead on the computer. If you didn't know, you can already do that on mobile, but on the computer you need to keep clicking and it really hurts your wrist, like it's not accessible. We need more skin colors. A color wheel is the only solution, no debate there. Show the stylist challenge requirements at the faction menu. Like Phil Corley is asking for cool and formal, but I think this is more like for the future. For the current ones, I guess most people already finished the challenges anyways, but would be great to implement that for future nations and future regions. Also, please add a auto run toggle so we don't have to keep pressing the button to dash. A toggle on the settings could be fine. Then remove the bling daily cap. Please, it makes no sense. I fully agree with the home inside cap. I fully agree with the ability inside cap. A lot of people don't like those, but I think from a game design point of view, it makes perfect sense. You don't want some players like whales or people who have more free time to be 1,000 miles ahead of others in terms of progress. People who are free to play or don't have the time to play. So I think the side cap in general is a good design choice. It balances things out. It time gates everyone to experience the same things together at the same time. I think that's fine. You know, may not be the favorite thing from the players, but in the game design point of view, it makes sense. But the blink daily cap makes no sense at all. Like, why would you cap the blinks, you know? And that makes you play less time of the game because I can't do blink daily runs because I'll reach the cap. So I can only do like half an hour of a blink daily run and that's it. I already got all of the blink of the day. So if I could just keep getting blinks, then I would keep playing minigames, I would keep doing dungeon runs and so on. Also utilize the forgotten abilities that we have, like Electrician or Shrinking. I love playing as Momo. Love, 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 love. It's my favorite ability. I would love for it to be more used everywhere. Also enable a way for us to see our friends' snapshots and take snapshots together. And then let us die in the ability setup customization of outfits. It's really annoying when I want to change my ability and then I have to exit, go back to wardrobe, go to dice system, change the color, go back to ability system, and then I change the ability, and then when I change the color of the ability, it changes the colors of all of the other outfit pieces because it's super buggy, and then you save, and then you exit, and you go to the dice system, and you go back to the wardrobe. It's crazy! Just let us die in the ability setup, please, I beg of you. That's it. And then for the outfit improvements, we have just a few. These are small suggestions, again, nice to have, not super important. First, the outfit effects like scales on the skin from Door of the Lake and the sea snake skin. Those things could be a makeup item, so they can wear permanently if they unlock the full outfit, instead of having to wear the full outfit all the time. Also, let us stack items like jackets, socks, and accessories. The face mask can stack with sunglasses and glasses since update 1.0. Just let us stack other things as well. This would allow for more fun designs. And that's it. That's the list of everything that I've received as comments, the main points, the most important points. Those should be like good reminders for you to fill in your survey. If you want, you can just copy and paste straight from my Google Docs. I have this Google Docs constantly open for everyone. I also update it constantly. Every month I'm updating it with more comments and more requests. So you can always use this docs as a reminder for you to fill in your surveys. And yeah, hope this helps. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to all of the members and patrons who support the channel and make these videos possible. And see you on the next one.
Ryan Little.